The lynx, known as the sacred animal accompanying the goddess Freya in Scandinavian mythology. Why did you choose this particular animal? It is not necessary to doubt. After all, lynxes are very graceful and skilled hunters. Despite its relatively small size, the lynx has a flexible mind and intelligence. In combination with ideal camouflage and silent fighting, this predator can hunt not only small game, but also someone who is twice his own size. Today you and I together we will understand all the interesting points in the life of the lynx. Their principles, fighting strategies, and of course hunting. In this episode you will see, best moments of lynx hunting shot on camera. Get comfy, we're about to start. Number 1. And we are immediately transported into the thick of the events, where a valiant hunter is fighting for life and death with an enemy that is 3 times larger than herself. As we can see, the cat miscalculated the scent in the snow, and before the control leap, it let the deer realize what was going on and respond to the offender with a slap. But this did not stop the lynx in any way, on the contrary. From the blow the lynx became furious and with a mighty leap climbed on top of the deer. Clutching the neck of the animal, the lynx holds its position. The whole picture is reminiscent of a rodeo in Mexico. Only the deer is the bull and the lynx is the bullfighter. The deer tries to throw the lynx off in every way possible, but the little predator is seized with a dead grip. This tactic is the only one for the lynx. When their prey is much larger than themselves, they purposefully try to get close to their enemy's neck. Then they dig into the neck with a dead grip and hold on until the enemy runs out of strength and collapses to the floor. After that, the lynx takes a control bite. Bites into the enemy's carotid artery, thus ensuring itself a tasty dinner. On the channel, Animal World, you'll see the best content you've ever seen. If you're interested in the best animal videos, confrontations, and battles, please subscribe now so you don't miss new videos. And they come out every day for your entertainment. Number 2. In the following footage, we will see how a lynx hunts a baby ibex. As a rule, lynx tries not to climb on adults, preferring a smaller, but 100% target. Lynx are notable for their intelligence. They don't poke their noses into trouble and are used to calculate every step ahead. For centuries, these animals have learned to get along perfectly with larger predators, including humans. That's why the lynx does not rush to attack, but slowly approaches its prey. The special fur on their paws gives them a silent walk, making them virtually inaudible to their prey. Moreover, the tassels on the lynx's ears serve as a kind of locator for them to assess the situation. Therefore, the lynx has not only peripheral vision, but also a kind of biolocation. All the actions that the predator performs are aimed at one goal. It is a precise strike in the neck area of the enemy. As soon as the right moment arrives, the cat makes a powerful leap towards the target and digs into its neck. Bobcats are relatively small predators, and they require from 3 pounds of meat per day. Therefore, even their small prey can stretch for a couple of days. And if bobcats manage to defeat an adult deer, they can feed on it for weeks. Number 3. And in these shots we see with you the culmination of the lynx strategy. When the predator exhausts his enemy with a bite to the neck, and as soon as he falls to the ground, the lynx makes a control bite to his opponent's carotid artery. But it's not that simple. Although the deer is exhausted, it's not ready to give up so easily. Therefore, the lynx acts carefully, because from such a strong opponent you can get the full force. Bobcats are not known for their endurance, so they prefer to finish everything in one blow, but with a taller opponent this will not work, which is why the lynx in this case usually acts carefully but purposefully. In other words, it attacks its prey impudently. In the meantime, lynxes look around in search of enemies, because often their prey is taken by taller predators. And lynxes usually abandon their prey and stay hungry but alive. Because bobcats are different in that they actually make informed decisions and would rather retreat or bypass a skirmish if they realize the fight is knowingly not in their favor. Number 4. The next story shows us how gracefully the lynx hunts its favorite meal, the wild rabbit. Slowly moving through the snow, the lynx adjusts to its target. Her antennae on the top of her ears and her sharp eye, which like a modern computer system, gives an acceptable distance to the target, help her in this. But the rabbit is not ready to surrender to the mercy of the predator. Smelling the danger, he tears his claws further away through snow-covered drifts of wooded area. Seeing a rushing target, the lynx rushes in pursuit. Generally, lynxes do not have the stamina of their older brethren, such as cheetahs or tigers. The longest they can chase their prey is a little over 100 meters. If they realize that their prey has slipped away, they stop moving and go away, looking for easier prey. But in our case, the rabbit is not so lucky. There are many advantages on the predator's side and the rabbit simply has no chance of hiding. The special wool coating on the lynx's feet prevents it from falling through the snow drifts, which gives it a huge advantage when chasing. Moreover, lynxes can jump very far, which they gladly use to catch their prey. Number 5. And now we move on to Spain. This footage was captured by a hidden camera in the Coto de Nana National Park, in which a Spanish lynx fights a snake. By the way, the Spanish lynx is on the verge of extinction and there are only 100 of them left in the world, so they have long been placed under the protection of the Spanish authorities. For the most part, the population of this species is the fault of man himself, so the country's authorities are very strict with respect to the violators. As previously stated, all the movements and steps of the lynx are usually measured and lead strictly to one goal. It is to damage the throat of the victim. Therefore, first of all, the little predator tries to catch and disorient the opponent with his paw. After that, he will make his decisive strike. But the snake does not give up so easily and similarly attacks the offender. Time after time the snake tries to bite the lynx with its teeth and fight back. But the predator, though small, but stubborn and purposefully goes to his goal. After a short confrontation, the lynx manages to catch the snake with its claws and drag it toward itself. Finding itself in an advantageous position, the predator immediately sinks its fangs into the victim. In the end, the little predator wins. Number 6. And in this footage, we see a lynx hunting a duck. Making perfect use of its camouflage, the predatory cat lurks behind tree snags. His coloring blends in very well with the terrain, which gives him a huge advantage over other victims. After waiting for the right moment, the cat jumps towards the target. But this time he is out of luck. The hare has noticed the predator and disappeared under the water. By the way, bobcats are very good swimmers and are not afraid of water, so in turn they are always ready to chase prey, if there is a point. But not this time. Our hero is not discouraged and goes in search of other prey. In a tree he notices the next target, a squirrel. Looking closely at the target, the cat waits for an opportunity. As soon as he arrives, he catches up with the target with a powerful jump. The squirrel did not expect the attack of the predator from below, so it was at a loss. The effect of surprise played on the predator and in a few seconds he was with a tasty lunch in his teeth. Yes, indeed, lynxes do not carry their name as silent hunters for nothing, and although they are not large in size, nevertheless, they can overpower taller enemies. I personally liked it best when a lynx caught up with a rabbit in pursuit and masterfully overpowered a squirrel in a tree, doing it literally in one jump. What did you personally like? Be sure to write about it in the comments below. So that was best moments of lynx hunting shot on camera. If you liked the video, give it a like and write what you think in the comments below. To join our fun and get the latest videos from our channel as soon as they're uploaded, all you have to do is click the subscribe button and the bell. And that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, see you again.